Hello everybody. Well, today I thought I'd just have a look at some of my favourite British coins. They're all going to be circulating coins or coins that have been circulating in the past, so there's no NIFCs. They're all real coins. One of my favourite, if not the favourite circulating coin is the Volleyball. Volleyball 50p by Daniela Boothman. I think it's a really great design. Really dramatic. You can see the players, the net and the sun with the ball as the sun. Reversed by Ian Rank Broadley, obviously for the 2012 Olympics, but minted in 2011. Yeah, I think it's a really nice thought out design. Really clever. Simple but clever, whatever that means. So that's the first of my favourites. Yep, really like that one. Next is the ship design on the old British halfpenny. This one's from 1951, George VI, and that's the Golden Hind. See the initials there, HP, that's for Humphrey Pageant, or give him his full name, Thomas Humphrey Pageant, the designer. Golden Hind was a galleon captained by Francis Drake in his circumnavigation of the world between 1577 and 1580. She was originally known as Pelican, but Drake renamed her mid-voyage in 1578 in honour of his patron Sir Christopher Hatton, whose crest was a golden hind, which is a female red deer. Hatton was one of the principal sponsors of Drake's world voyage. Yep, lovely design that. There was 480 of these to the pound, and it was demonetised in July 1969. This design was on the halfpenny from 1937 until it was last minted in 1967. There was a slight design change in this, but if you go and have a look at my video, say, do you have a Scarce 1957 halfpenny? I'll put a link to it at the end of this video, a little bit of information about it. Next is the post box, or the pillar box. This is a 10p, and I don't think there's anything more quintessentially British than that. Little bit of information. Introduced in 1852, the post box or pillar box was created just 12 years after the introduction of the penny black postage stamp. But it wasn't until 1874 that the bright red colour was chosen to replace the 1859 green that had been introduced to standardise the boxes. I think the green colour used to get lost in the undergrowth in the summer. Now this one's from 2018. It's Jodie Clark, a verse designer. I've changed my mind a few times on what my favourite 10p design is, but I think I've settled on this one now. I don't know who the designer is. If you look the designer up, it just says Royal Mint Design Team. So I don't know who's personally responsible for this. Does anybody know? Anybody know who designed this? Was it just a team effort and no one's put their name to it? Well, there we are. That's the third one. The next one is a florin, or 2 shillings from 1942. That's another George VI. There he is. We've got a crowned rose for England. There's a thistle on the left there for Scotland, and a shamrock for Ireland, and the initials GR stands for Georgius Rex, Rex being king. Really nice design, this, one of my favourites. All the old florins have got nice designs, but I like this one. And there we can see KG, that's for the designer George Kruger Gray. This was used as 10p from decimalisation right up until July 1993 when it was demonetised. Lots of florins were used as 10p's right up until demonetisation in 93, but most of them will have been 1947 or after, because before that they were 50% silver, as is this one. Yep, and that's the fourth one. These are not in any particular order, just some of my favourite designs. Okay, the next one is... No, only joking. Right, it's this one. It is this beautiful Christopher Ironside. This is from 2013, and Christopher Ironside was born in 1913. So this is to commemorate his 100th birthday. That is an absolute gorgeous design. All coins should look like that, in my opinion. Christopher Ironside, as you know, designed all the original decimal coins. This royal coat of arms design was put forward by Ironside to go on the original 50p, but he was beaten by the Britannia, which was one of his own designs anyway, so I shouldn't think he cared that much. Next is a £2 coin from 2015, and the design is Magna Carta. I think it suits a coin. It's a nice design and looks well on a coin. It's very good. The place is Runnymede, west of London. The date is 12/15, and there's King John about to sign the Magna Carta, which of course is nonsense because he wouldn't have signed it, he would have stamped it with the royal seal. So I'm calling that a quill error. This is a toss-up between this one and the Great Fire of London on being my favourite £2 coin. I think this one just pips it. It was designed by John Bergdahl, and he also designed the 3 Shakespeare coins. Okay then, the next one is the Doctor Who coin, the only one in circulation. I don't know when they're going to release any more, but this is the Dalek one. He's shooting all these people up here, and yeah, it's quite a nice one. I hope they release some more Doctor Who. There's no spots on the Dalek. I think he must be king of the Daleks or something, this one. Very nice. Yeah, that's the next one. Now we move on to an all-time favourite of mine, the 1918 penny. But not just the standard 1918, the 1918 with the H mint mark. The H stood for Heaton in Birmingham. You can get other dates with mint marks. You've got the 1912 has got an H mint mark. The 1919 has got an H mint mark too. The 1918's got a KN, and so's the 1919. But it was always the 1918 with the H mint mark that I used to look out for. The classic design of Britannia there, and obviously it's George V, 1918. I've got 5 or 6 of these, but I used to have loads. I've probably given them away. That's number 8. Now, obviously, this is going to be one of my favourite designs. The pagoda at Kew Gardens. I wonder whether it would be one of my favourites if this was a common coin. It says common as Benjamin Binney, for instance. Probably not. It depicts the Chinese pagoda at Kew Gardens, built in, as you can see on the left, 1759. And the designer is Christopher de Brun. And that's the next one. Put that down there. And let's carry on. Next, we've got an 1817 half crown of George III. Now, this reverse by Thomas Wyan is a very nice design. It's a cracking design, but what I'm interested in is the portrait of George III. It's a fantastic coin, almost solid silver, but let's have a closer look in this image. It's the laureate bust, or the bull head, of George III. It was designed by Benedetto Petruzzi, I think that's how you pronounce it, but luckily one of my workmates is Italian, so I got her to say it. It sounds like this. Benedetto Pistrucci. Thank you, Enza. One more time. Benedetto Pistrucci. There he is. He was born in Rome in 1783 and died in Windsor in Berkshire in 1855. It's a really old photograph, that one. I think this is a fantastic design, but it was hated by the public. So it was redesigned by the same artist and appeared on the coins later in the same year, like this. I still prefer this bullhead version. There we go. And the next one is the Britannia on a £2 coin. Always nice to see Britannia on British coins, and I think this is a very nice example. This one's from 2015. Britannia has appeared on British coins in one way or another for the last 300 years, but was bizarrely dropped from the 50p in 2008 and replaced by the horrible shield design. That's my opinion anyway. This version of Britannia was designed by Anthony Dufourt. It was going to replace the technology design. Well, it did replace it, but now it looks like we're not going to see any new £2 coins for circulation probably ever again, I don't think. And again, the reason for that is too many fakes. I come across fakes all the time. You've only got to look at the £2 coin hunts by the other coin tubers and you'll see they nearly all get fakes in every hunt. Well, that's my video there. It's a few of my favourite designs. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down there. I really appreciate that. I might do another one of these videos on favourite designs because I've got a lot more. Right, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.